Children, I hope you have gone through my previous video, and today we will continue further. Children, today we will study about the chemical properties of haloalkanes. Now, if you look at the reactivity of haloalkanes, carbon iodine bond is more reactive than carbon bromine, which is more reactive than carbon and chloride, and which is more reactive than carbon and fluorine, due to increasing bond dissociation energy from carbon iodine bond to carbon fluorine bond. That is why the order of reactivity is like this. Now, the reactions of haloalkanes can be divided into three categories. First is nucleophilic substitution reaction, second is elimination reaction, and the third is reaction with metals. We come to the nucleophilic substitution reactions. They are reactions in which a weaker nucleophile is substituted or displaced by a stronger nucleophile. Okay, like if you look at the reaction over here, see over here. Nucleophile also has a negative charge and the halogen atom also has a negative charge, but halogen has delta negative. That means it is less negative compared to nucleophile. So from the haloalkane, halogen is removed and its place is taken up by a nucleophile. So this type of reaction, it is called as nucleophilic substitution reaction. Now there are two types of nucleophilic substitution reactions. First is substitution nucleophilic bimolecular reactions, which are also called as SN2 reactions, and substitution nucleophilic unimolecular reactions, which are called as SN1 reaction. We will study SN2 reaction first. Substitution nucleophilic bimolecular reaction. You must be thinking, why SN2 first and SN1 later on? The reason being, SN2 is a single step reaction, whereas in SN1 two steps are involved. So SN2 is simpler reaction, so we will be dealing with that first. This is shown by primary halides, and it is a one step mechanism. Breaking of carbon halogen bond and making of carbon nucleophile bond occurs together simultaneously in a single step, and no intermediate or concerted reactions are involved. These reactions occur through a transition state. There is a transition state in between, but there is no separate reaction involved. Alright. Now in a SN2 reaction, the attack of nucleophile takes place from the back side. See OH minus over here. It is attacking the carbon from back side. And from the front side, the leaving group. What is the leaving group in this case? Chloride. This will leave and OH will get attached towards the backward side. But first you will get a transition state in which both OH and Cl will be attached to the compound, and then later on Cl will leave it, Cl minus, and OH will get attached towards the back side. So this type of reaction is called as nucleophilic bimolecular substitution reaction, and this inversion of configuration is called as Walden inversion. Alright, next type of reaction, it is called as substitution nucleophilic unimolecular reaction, that is SN1 reaction. And like I told you, SN1 reaction, it is a two-step mechanism. It takes place in two steps and is generally shown by tertiary alkyl halides in polar solvents such as water, alcohol, acetic acid, etc. In the first step, see over here, the first step, the carbon halogen bond breaks heterolytically to form intermediate carbocation, and in the second step the nucleophile OH minus attacks the cation and it gives an alcohol. So it is a two-step reaction. Both cases, SN1 as well as SN2, alcohol is being formed, but SN2 is a single step reaction, whereas SN1 is double step, two-step reaction. Okay, and in SN1 reaction, the rate determining step is the first step, because in the first step carbon halogen bond is breaking heterolytically to form intermediate carbocation. So this is the rate determining step, and second step mein the nucleophile is being added, so that is not determining the rate of the reaction. Now let us see a few of the examples of the reactions. Mechanism of substitution reactions you were supposed to study in class 11 in detail, so I am not going into that. Some examples of nucleophilic substitution reactions. First is when an alkyl halide RX is treated with NaOH, X is removed and in its place OH is added, so you get ROH plus NaX. Second example, RX is treated with water and heated, again you get X is removed and in its place OH is added, so you get ROH plus HX. RX plus NaI in presence of acetone, when heating is done, halogen, whatever halogen is there, that is removed by or substituted by iodine, so you get Ri plus NaX. This is also called as Finkelstein reaction. Rx plus NH3 in presence of ethyl alcohol and on heating gives you RNH2. This is a primary amine plus HX. Rx plus primary amine R dash NH2 in presence of ethyl alcohol and heating, you get RNH R dash. This is secondary amine plus HX. Rx plus secondary amine R dash NH R double dash in presence of ethyl alcohol and on heating gives you tertiary amine RN R dash R double dash plus HX. Alright, simple case of X will be removed and the other part will be minus H will be added. So, and this will get, you will get over here plus HX. Now similarly, Rx plus KCN on heating gives you RCN plus KX. Rx plus AgCN gives you RNC plus AgX. NC is isocyanide. You get alkyl isocyanide. Now there are few more examples we will see. Rx plus AgNO2 in presence of ethyl alcohol or water and on heating gives you RNO2 plus AgX. RNO2 is nitroalkane. Alright, very simple. Halogen is being substituted by the negative part of the nucleophile. Rx plus KNO2 on heating gives you RONO plus AgX. RONO is alkyl nitrite. Rx plus R dash COOAG, alcoholic. It gives you RCOOR dash, an ester, plus AgX. Rx on reduction in presence of 2 hydrogen is being added in presence of lithium aluminium hydride and ether gives you alkane RH plus HX. All these are the examples of substitution reaction. Next type of reaction shown by haloalkanes is called as elimination reaction. Eliminate means something is being removed. So first type of elimination reaction is dehydrohalogenation. This dehydrohalogenation reaction results in formation of alkenes. When alkyl halides are heated with alcoholic KOH, then they lose one HX. From one carbon hydrogen is lost and from the other carbon halogen is lost. H and X from one carbon each, and the single bond between the two carbons get converted into double bond, and you get an alkene plus H2O plus HX. Okay, so such reactions are known as, because they are involving removal of hydrogen and halogen from the haloalkane, they are called as dehydrohalogenation reaction. Next is Saint-Joseph rule or Jastrow rule. In case of alkyl halides which have got 2 beta hydrogen atoms, like this is the carbon to which, suppose in case of butyl chloride, now if the halogen is attached to the second carbon, now it has a beta carbon here also and a beta carbon here also, so this carbon is also attached to hydrogen, this carbon is also attached to hydrogen, so the hydrogen atom can be removed from either of the 2 carbons. In such cases, the more substituted alkene is the major product. You get 2 types of product, and major product will be the more substituted alkene. Like if you look at an example, CH3, CH3, CHCl, CH3 plus alcoholic KOH. Now in the first case, the hydrogen is being removed from this side, so you get CH3, CH double bond CH, CH3, that is but2ene. And in the second case, hydrogen is being removed from the other side, so what do you get? CH3, CH2, CH double bond CH2, that is but1ene. Now but2ene is 81%. 81% of the time you get but2ene, and 19% you get but1ene. Why? Because the trans alkene is more stable, hence it is formed more as a major product. Okay, for alkyl halides having same halogen, the order of reactivity is tertiary halides are more, 3 degree is more, secondary halide is alkyl halide is less, and primary is least. So this is the Saint-Joseph rule or Jastrow rule. Next type of reactions shown by haloalkanes, they are reaction with metals. In this, the first is Woods reaction. Now Woods reaction, in this the haloalkane is treated with sodium metal. Rx, 2Rx is treated with 2Na. The halogen part of both the alkane molecules, haloalkane molecules, will combine with Na to give you 2NaX, and the 2 alkyl groups will combine with each other to give you an alkane of higher order. So from Rx you get R-R plus NaX. Alright, take an example over here. Suppose CH3 CH2Cl plus 2Na plus CH3 CH2Cl. In presence, this reaction takes place in presence of dry ether. What will you get? CH3 CH2 CH2 CH3, that is butane plus 2NaCl. So from ethyl chloride you are getting butane, alkane of higher order. This reaction is called as Woods reaction. Next is reaction with magnesium. Now the reaction with magnesium results in formation of Grignard's reagent. When Rx combines with magnesium in presence of dry ether, it gives you RMgX, alkyl magnesium halide, which is also called as Grignard's reagent. Okay, example CH3 CH2Br plus Mg in presence of dry ether gives you CH3 CH2 MgBr. So this is ethyl magnesium iodide, Br. So ethyl magnesium bromide. So this is a Grignard's reagent. So Grignard's reagents can be produced by treating haloalkanes with magnesium. So this is about the properties of chemical